civil rights movement are among those descending on Memphis tonight, the eve of the 50th anniversary of the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. King was fatally shot as he stood on the balcony of the Lorraine Motel. A woman who witnessed the shooting and rushed to King's side spoke to me about that night in her first network TV interview.
Right above middle of that parking lot, Dr. King comes out his room and he starts chatting to everybody down below. Happy as a lark, laughing about stuff.
Just kind of an informal interaction with the crowd.
Clara Ester was a college junior at the time. She and friends had come to the Lorraine Motel for a catfish dinner, aware that King was staying there.
I'm standing there looking up at this great giant in my life. And what sounded like a truck backfiring, but I never took my eyes off of him. I heard somebody say, "Get down, get down." But I saw him being lifted up and thrown back. Lester, I can't tell you how my little feet got up to that balcony, but I remember stepping over his body to where the wound was. I checked for a pulse, which was just literally no beat at all.
Clara's presence is noted in the FBI's report. The still photos of that evening capture only partial images of her. One she discovered only recently at the Civil Rights Museum.
It shows me on the balcony a clear shot of my back.
But the most searing images of that night are in her memories.
He had the most pleasant expression on his face. His eyes were open. And you know, the night before, he had seen the mountaintop.
And I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
And that was all that was playing over in my head. I may not get there with you. I may not get there with you. Our king had been taken away, but amazingly, and we talk about that dream, his dream is our dream.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.